Hey, what's up, family? It's your girl, D.Jare Campbell, author of the 24-Hour Rule, Woman's Worth Strategist, and the most effective relationship coach for professionals. Thank you so much for watching the replay. Let me know what you think about this topic. Chime in. And of course, if you have any experiences with this topic, please do share. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today, the topic is basically 10 signs or 10 things to never ignore about a narcissist. So narcissism, that's like the popular topic nowadays, right? And everybody uh, thinks that whoever they've dated is a narcissist. But one thing I will say before we get into it, I just want to give a disclaimer and say, listen, I'm not a mental health professional. All I did was read a book, read some articles, because for one, in having conversations with people who believe that they have encountered a narcissist, it really piqued my interest to get to know a little bit more about who this type of person is. And I'm telling you, it's very complex, and it was really a blend of a lot of different red flags that you would see anyway. And the thing is, this thing is so complex that tonight I am actually only going to do 5. And then we'll do part 2 where we'll talk about the other 5. Okay. It's just a really complex type of mental illness. So that's one thing I really want to stress about this. Narcissism is a mental illness. And really, when I think about mental illnesses, it's something that can't necessarily be turned on and turned off. And I see your comment, Mr. Williams, everybody is narcissistic. You know what? It's funny you say that, because as I'm listening to this, don't y'all judge me now. As I'm listening to this, I'm like, well, dang, I've done at least 1 or 2 of these things that they're saying a narcissist is. And I'm not saying I do bad things, but sometimes, in your immature stages, you may do things not even realizing you're doing it, right? And man, I started thinking about some some people that I know, and I'm like, well, dang, maybe that's what's wrong with them. So I will warn you, if you read books and articles about this, you're going to start looking at everybody a little sideways. So beware, because your head is going to be throbbing after listening or reading and watching videos and YouTube videos about how complex this person is. But there are a few characteristics that you definitely should not ignore when it comes to encountering someone such as a narcissist. So the first one will be, for one thing about a narcissist is that they have zero respect for other people's feelings. So how do you recognize that? A lot of times you'll recognize that they have zero respect for other people's feelings by really the way they interact with other folks. Or if someone just passed away, for instance, and the person is talking to this narcissistic person, or you rather are dating this narcissist, and you're pouring your heart out to this person. You say, listen, today is a bad day. I really, don't want to go out tonight. And they're like, no, you need to come on and go to this party so we can go ahead and, meet these other very important people, because that's leading me to the second characteristic that a narcissist portrays. They really want to portray an image that they are someone very, very important. Okay. So because what would be you, Williams? Be specific, because I'm not sure what you're responding to. So they really want to feel important. So in regards to the not having regard for people's feelings, this person doesn't care that you just lost your mother just passed away. You two need to go on out to wherever you have to go to in order to portray this image that they want to portray. And that image is usually the image that they too are important. They too have a sense of power or superiority. As I was reading and studying, the main words that stuck out was they want to feel superior. They have a grandiose personality. They want to make sure that they get all of the attention. So what you have going on in your life don't matter. It's all about what you can do for them. So to slow it down real quick. So that first is no respect for others' feelings. They want to have that superior role. They always want to be the dominant person in the relationship, no matter what, or in this stage, wherever you are in that relationship. And then the second one is that they want to, well, in my notes, I wrote down, they are the king or queen of fake it till you make it. And that's the way I had to help myself remember it. They are the king or queen of fake it till you make it. So whether or not you two are actually that couple or actually that particular image that's being portrayed or not, they want to make sure that that is how you two are perceived. Okay. This next one, number 3, is, man, in my research, they don't say it like this. So again, I'm not a medical professional, but when I read things, I like to try to put it into a realistic in a way that I can understand it. So this is how I understand it. They want to lock you down real quick. Okay. So that can really, I say that carefully, because a person can really genuinely be interested in you, but a narcissist is going to want to lock you down very quickly. They are very sweet. They are very charming, and they are very seductive. And so whatever it is that's in you that attracts them to you, well, I'm going to tell you what it is that's in you, actually. We'll get to that in a minute. But what it is that's in you, it's basically something that they want, and they want it now. And they want to make sure that that they have their hooks in you so that they can claim you, so that you two can, going back to number 2, be that king and queen of fake it till you make it. Hey, Jasmine. So now, one thing I said, this doesn't have anything to do with the 5 that I'm giving you tonight. But one thing in my notes, I made sure that I put like a star, because this is something that was very consistent in my research. And it said that you must get close to this person to figure out who they are. So, God, this kind of made me feel really confused in a sense, because it's like, okay, here they are. They want to lock you down quickly. And in order for you to really get to know this person, you need to get closer to them. However, with their personality, you have to be careful, because the closer you get to them, the deeper you will fall into their web. So the importance of getting close to them is so that you can see that wolf in sheep's clothing personality. Because here's the key, ladies and gentlemen. The person that you will know in public, the person that is very charming and very sweet and very grandiose is not going to be that same person in private. So this is so great. And I really love to hear that or to read that because, in my book, I even though it's kind of almost common sense, but I made sure that I emphasize in the title of my book, the 24-hour rule, is that you spend time with a person. And I just named it 24 hours because that basically allows you a certain amount of time, like to really spend with a person, asking questions, going out, seeing them in different types of environment so that you will get to know who this person is. So I really appreciated reading that. The emphasis on you must really get close to that person. You must see not only who that person is in a social setting or in a setting where, of course, they feel as if they're important or they're superior, but also in a private setting. Pay very close to who they are in private. And number one for tonight was how they treat others. Are they able to empathize? All right, so here's the next one. The next one is they seek out accomplished partners. So that's the next part of that king and queen, fake it till you make it type of person, that wolf in sheep's clothing. So a narcissist will typically seek out someone who is important or someone who is accomplished. So baby, listen. The more degrees you have, the more times your name is posted in an article, the more times your face is seen, the more speaking engagements you have, boss lady, the more times that they see you doing good and great things, they will want to connect with a person like you. And this goes even for the men. This is not just me talking about a narcissistic man, but this goes for a narcissistic woman as well. So the more accomplished you are, the more attractive you're going to be. But the kicker is they really want to be with you so that you two can both create that grandiose image. Okay? Not the whole Black community, really. So yeah, in a way, and that's what I'm saying. Back to what I said earlier in the video. I know some of you are just logging on, but I'm telling you, like the more you study it, it's kind of like, well, dog, I do some of these things. Or I've been guilty of doing some of these things. But in order for you to be diagnosed as a narcissistic, a person or a narcissist, you have to basically be 5 out of 8 or 9 things. Yeah, certain characteristics you have to pass 5 out of 9. And I might be wrong. So all of you real medical professionals out there that specialize in mental health, don't be trying to bash me. But this is just in the research that I've had. I know it's a certain amount of points, so to speak, that you have to gain out of so many other points in order for you to actually be deemed a narcissist. All right, so the last one I'm going to talk about tonight because earlier I stated, this is so complex. I don't really want to do all 10 tonight, so we're going to go ahead and just do just those 5 and then come back and do the other 5 another time. And I'll be sure to let you all know when I'm going to go live and talk about those other 5 characteristics. So what's up, cousin? So the last one is an invasion of privacy. So the narcissistic person is, they basically have no respect for your privacy. And it's not like, you are showing signs that you're hiding something, but no, they're going to go through your phone. They're going to go through your mail. They're going to do things that invade your privacy. And then they are not going to have any regard for your request to give you privacy. So if they have access to your social media accounts, best believe that you two will likely be sharing an account. Or if you have your own account, best believe they're going to be up and through that. So you're going to feel like, as the victim, you're going to feel as if this person doesn't trust me, but it's not necessarily about trust. It is about control. And there is a big difference. Man, there's a big difference. They don't really, it's not that they don't care, of course, that you don't like it. And they may say, oh, honey, I'm not going to do it anymore. But really, they're going to continue to look through your stuff, see what's going on your page, see who's commenting, and they want to basically have control over who you're conversating with, who you have contact with. And typically they know that they are abusive. I'm going to get into the next five a little later. They know that they're abusive. So really, they want to control who you're talking to because they don't want you to let anyone know how imperfect they are. The one thing about a narcissist, they absolutely must maintain that grandiose image. Okay? And if you are going around saying something about them and telling folk that they are not who they say they are, sis, bruh, cousin, listen to me. If you do that, it gets ugly. It gets real ugly. Or if they perceive that you're doing something to tarnish the image, it's trouble. It's trouble. Absolutely, Rudolph Kent. Absolutely. They have a very low self-esteem. And because of that low self-esteem, that's why they have to maintain that image of grandiose, that superior image. They must pump themselves up to be more than who they really are. So, yep, I ain't even gonna go into that, Mr. Williams. I ain't gonna go into that. Sounds like a few preachers I know. But I will say this. Typically, because of the personalities that it is, they want to have that image of superiority. And ministry is one of those places where a person will feel superior, right? So he said it, not me, but there's different places. They're always going to seek roles where they are the superior, where they are going to be praised. They're going to seek those positions. They're going to pursue potential partners who are important or who are, how did I put it in my notes? They are accomplished people. They are accomplished. And for the empath, narcs are attracted like a moth to a flame. Ooh. 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 So yeah. Yes. Yep. So the more important they feel, it goes right up their alley. But when they get home, that's where it all goes down. It all goes down because the people that are close to them see the reality. All right, so just to review, the first one is that they have no respect for anybody's feelings, okay? They have no respect for anybody's feelings. It's whatever they want. Um, I don't care if you sick, get in there and do what I ask you to do. I don't care. I don't care if you had a long day. I don't care if your dog just died, whatever. They have no respect for other people's feelings, and they want to feel superior. The next one was they want to lock you down quick. They want to lock you down quickly. What's up, cousin? And the next is they are the king or queen of fake it till you make it slash a wolf in sheep's clothing. They are wolves in sheep's clothing. They are very charming. They are very seductive. They are so super sweet and funny and fun in public, but they're not like that in a private setting. The next one was that they seek out accomplished partners. And then the last one for tonight was that they invade your privacy. They have no respect for your privacy at all. And the point of them invading your privacy is strictly for control. Not always about distrust, but control. Being a narcissist seems like so much stress to put on for people. Yes, absolutely. Many of the people, I'm actually going to have to do another live about the victims of narcissism, because apparently that's who I'm meeting. I'm meeting a lot of the victims who have been in relationships with these narcissists, because like I said, a lot of times they don't realize that they were basically chosen, in a sense, chosen as the person to complete the image, not necessarily someone that the person was attracted to. They were chosen as that person to maintain the image. But because of their charm and because of their deceit and their infectious personality, that person would tend to dwell on those sweet memories of how charming that person was, and they will long to have that feeling again. So it's kind of like, I've never tried drugs, but they say, certain drugs will do that to you. You're seeking that first feeling, and you're continuing to wait for that. But typically, by the time a victim is to the point where they want to leave, they're so deep into their web. It's just so complicated. It's very complicated. But either way, thank you all for tuning in tonight. Be careful. Watch this from the beginning. Please add your comments. Hit me up if you have any personal stories. And we will see you on the next live. D.Jare Campbell signing out.